Shabbat Shalom.
The small one or the big one?
Either one.
The big?
You can use either one.
Either one? Okay. Thanks. The reason I like the skinny one is because it's not so heavy.
Right. On the holidays, we have to use the big one, but
That's right. How you doing, Sam?
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah?
Thanks.
Getting better?
Yeah, just some days are, today it's not cooperating. It's just
It's
weather.
the weather.
Could be, it got really stiff today.
Yes, that's the reason.
Very stiff.
That's the reason. If you have some cream that is warm, that you can massage or put something warm to exactly to help.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Yeah. When you get home, try it. You can see the difference. Sunday the 17th.
For the seven.
Oh, to help set up. Did I want to do it?
No, for you.
No, sad.
Pretty relaxed. No, we're not talking about it.
Oh.
Hi. Shabbat shalom.
Okay, so you got it.
Yeah, so, see you
When
later
did you
tomorrow.
want it?
A week from tomorrow, so the 9th.
At what time?
10. Just
Tell us when.
Okay.
Okay.
How you been?
Okay, how are you?
Along okay?
Yeah, everything's good.
Oh, great.
Getting your lawn mowed? Leaves picked up?
Mike's doing that. I'm here, so
So we're qualified, right?
he's very qualified. Yes.
That's it, he permanent with a lawnmower and everything?
I think he bought one after we moved here, like a riding mower.
Oh,
Yeah.
You got that big a yard, you get land?
Yes.
You're not the outdoor.
No. But it is a big yard.
Good.
Yeah.
and as long as it's lay out there if they want,
What's that?
kids can lay out there if they want to do whatever. I know they're kind of hard to play out here, but still, you never know.
You never know. You never know. They can take the dogs out there.
Right. You can always bring a dog to our, we just not having dogs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But then when you start on your time, you start traveling, it's not good. So our dog dies now.
See cereal on YouTube.
Ours are little, so they can go just about anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And in the south, at least in Charleston, people brought them to the grocery store, brought their dogs everywhere.
What kind is it?
Bichon.
Oh, because Fred was a villain. You know what that is? A villain is a villain.
Oh, we've had those too.
Yeah.
We've had those. Now we have two Bichons and a cat.
Okay, I turned low power mode on.
I keep
Yeah.
growing up.
Right. I asked for the dog sometime. Born. All the way to America.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, but now we have two little dogs.
How you like the yard?
They are. Yes.
Plaza, Maria Plaza, and Angel Plaza. Very, very nice.
I don't know if I met that, but one of our neighbors had a big thing for grown-ups on Halloween last night. So she had people over, they had hot dogs and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, wow.
So, Carol Westbrook.
Oh, Karen.
Karen Westbrook, that's what it is.
Karen and Bob.
Yeah, and they had you could walk her.
So she had a big one.
Sorry.
Wait till you tell her. Good dog.
I see her all the time because she's very involved in federation.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, we've been involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I see her all the
It's more than we want.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. Very nice. Very nice. So we went over there, let the girls hand out candies. But we brought some in. In our part of the neighborhood, because it starts to go to a dead end in our part of the neighborhood, they turn around before they finish. So,
Good, how are you? I spoke with Amy today
Okay,
from
his office?
yeah.
Or his office?
yeah, there were a lot of things going around, but they didn't.
And she's gonna mail stuff here for us to sign.
Okay. Yeah, I got note from Julie that email was supposed to get work, so that's fine.
Well, I anticipate. I didn't know about that. I guess I didn't see the email. She usually will call me if I missed the email. I guess I better start the camera. I gotta plug this in.
You gotta work that?
If I can remember. How are you? Yeah, I thought you weren't going to be here. I'll be here. Oh, you just did? Okay. That's fine. That's cool.
Yeah. Do you want to do a reading?
No.
Oh, okay. Then you don't have to.
I'm gonna be just pretty face up there.
Okay. Okay. It's not mine. It should be parked next to the building. I think I parked a little further away because Joni was here, and I felt like I was parked too close to her.
It must be Sam's truck.
Little truck?
Big truck.
Big
No,
truck.
I have a small truck.
It looked big to
In
me.
the first parking spot.
It's big truck for me.
It's got a sticker in the back window.
You know, my grandson wants a truck. So he just turned 16. And I gave him a truck.
You gave the truck?
I told him to water it by the time he's 21, maybe it'll grow.
Yeah.
My first grandchild got a Lamborghini. I guess she got it. It hasn't grown much. And she's 21.
You want straight?
Is it time?
Yeah.
Oh no, we should start. Yeah, come on up. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome everybody. We're going to begin, and I think we're live. So hello everybody who's joining us virtually. And thank you, Sam, for operating the camera tonight. We appreciate it. And thank you, Mark, for joining up on the beam. I'm glad you're here. Okay. So let's go to page. Let's sing. We'll sing. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. We'll continue now with our Shabbat candle lighting. So I'll invite up Aaron, Abdul, and Kathleen to lead us, and we'll be on pages first 3 and then 2.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Okay, it's been a busy week. I think this is the first just Shabbat we've had in a while, right? Yes. We had the holidays, the big ones, and then we had a couple smaller ones after that, and then we had the temple dinner, and then we had a federation dinner, and now it's just Shabbat. It's kind of nice, actually. All right, page 6. We enter this sanctuary to welcome Shabbat. Within these walls, we sit surrounded by numberless generations. Our ancestors built the synagogue as a visible sign of God's presence in their midst. Throughout our long history and our endless wanderings, it has endured a beacon of truth, love, and justice for all humanity. Its presence guided our ancestors to live lives of righteousness, holding up to them a vision of their truest selves. Together, now we, in our turn, come into this sanctuary to affirm our sins. May we enter this place in peace. May holiness wrap around us as we cross its threshold. May weariness and frost within our hearts, the harshness of the week, let these drop away at the door. In the brightness of Shabbat, let peace settle upon us as we lift our hearts in prayer. Page 26. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah v'alma divrach yirtei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayecho uvyomecho uvchayedecho beit Yisrael v'gala ubizman karim v'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olam Lo Me'omaya Yitbarach Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shemei Nikudesha B'richu Ela minko bechata v'shirata tushbechat Yalma v'imru Amen. Page 29. The very bottom of the page. What does it mean to be called to worship? All serious activity requires preparation. The prayers and blessings that precede Baruch Hu are warm-ups for the individual. Now communal prayer begins. The leader asks, "Are you ready to pray?" And we respond, "Yes, let us pray." As we turn to Baruch Hu on the facing page 28/146, and we rise. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai. Page 31. /149. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Amariv Arabi. Page 33. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me, did you mean the struggle for me too? Together, Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Next page, pages. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vayed. You may be seated. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'otecha ve'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele asher anochi b'tzavacha hayom al levavecha Vishinantam levanecha, vidibarta bam, vishivtecha bevetecha, uvlechtecha vaderech, uvshochbecha uvkumecha, ukshartam leot al yadecha, vehayu letotafot beinenecha, uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru vasitem et kol mitzvotai vitem kedoshim lelohechem ahani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim v'hiyot lachem le'elohim ani Adonai Elohechem. Page 39/157. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot. That wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, and the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness. Together, that there is no way to get from here to there, except by joining hands, marching together. 40/158. Mihi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mihi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot, o seifele, nora tehilot, o seifele, malchutecha Ra'uvanecha, Bokei Ayam, Lifnei Moshe Miriam, Zeli Anu Ve'amru, Adonai Yimloch, Adonai Yimloch, Le'olam Vahed. V'ne'emar ki fada Adonai et Yaakov ugalo miyad chazak mimenu. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Page 43. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, Ve'al Yerushalayim, page 44, 162. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam b'ritolam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam b'ritolam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam b'ritolam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz, v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam b'ritolam. Uvayom hashvi shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam b'ritolam. Page 47/165. Pray as if everything depended on God. Act as if everything depended on you. We continue with Tefillah, beginning on page 46/164, and then continuing on the next few even-numbered pages. We rise. Adonai sefatai tiftachu fi tehillatcha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor v'Hanora, Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Chastei Avot V'imahot, U'mevi Geulah Livnei B'neihem, V'ma'an Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Makein. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh Kol Atarav Lehushia. Mechalkel Chaim B'Chesed, Mechayeh HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim. Somech Noflim B'Rofeh Cholim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mekayeh Emunato L'Shenei Afar. Nichamocha Ba'al Gevurot, U'Mido Melach, Melech Mimit U'Mechayeh, U'Matzmiach Yeshua, B'Ne'emonata L'Chayot HaKol, ata Adonai mechaye hakol. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalu chasela. Baruch ata Adonai ha'el hakadosh. You may be seated. Page 55. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. Together, may all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh hashabbat. Page 57/175. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer, wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands. You are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, shelcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. Page 59/177. When we behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us? We mortals that you take note of us. You made us little less than divine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. How majestic is your name throughout the earth. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, u'lecha na'el ha'adot. Page 60. Shalom Ra'ah Yisrael Amcha, Tasim le'olam. Shalom Ra'ah Yisrael Amcha, Tasim le'olam. Ki atahu melech Adon, lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech Adon, lechol hashalom. Shalom Ra'ah Yisrael Amcha, Tasim le'olam. Shalom Ra'ah Yisrael Amcha, Tasim le'olam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Ra'ah Yisrael Amcha, Tasim le'olam. Shalom Ra'ah Yisrael Amcha, Tasim le'olam. Bechol heit. Do we do that part? No? I think we did. Okay. Oh, it's a prayer for peace. We can't get enough of those, right? All right. Well then, let us take a moment for silent prayer and reflection and meditation. page 62/180. Hoseh Shalom Bimroma, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Our service continues with a prayer for healing, and the words and lyrics to our prayer can be found on page 253, 371. And so, for healing of the body and healing of the spirit, for all those with us seeking healing, for those joining us virtually, and for our loved ones all over the world, whom we include when we say this prayer for healing, and especially Elise Spotter, Lucy Karen, Kenny Elliott, Rhonda Goldman, Renee Gordon, Dan Greenman, Grady Holly, Margaret Gerstow Lamb, Dave Robinson, Renee Ann Rothschild, Ron Rothschild, Perry Singer, Lauren Victor, and Debbie Weiner. And if you would like to add a name, please rise at your seat and share those names.
Phyllis Rowland.
For all of them, again, page 253/371. Misheberach Avoteinu Mikor HaBracha Limoteinu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach Imoteinu Mikor HaBracha Lavoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Continue now with a prayer for the state of Israel. And the words to our prayer on page 259/377. Shalom Yerushalayim Yishlahu Ohavayich. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you prosper. Avinu Shebashamayim, O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel,
Bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. And together let us say, Amen. Years ago, when I lived in South Florida, I visited a friend who had a condo. I was on the second floor of his condo building and right on the beach, no streets to cross, he was right there. And his bedroom faces the beach so that when he opens his eyes in the morning, he doesn't even have to lift his head to see the sun rising over the ocean. You can see how some really interesting life happening through an open window, which raises a question about Torah this Shabbat, when Torah tells us that God gave Noah instructions on how to build the ark. He had him put in a window. What was there to see? We would expect there to be a window. We might expect there to be a window in the ark, especially with all those animals. You might need a window, right? We'd expect Noah and his family maybe to need ventilation. The question our sages raise is why that particular instruction to put in a window is included in the Torah. Now, in artwork, I found two depictions of Noah's Ark, including the window. One was a stained glass depiction of Noah looking out the window, and another is a painting that shows a row of windows running all along the top deck of the ark, rather than just the one that the Torah describes. The artist probably also understood the need for proper ventilation. Regardless, it's unlikely our sages were thinking of ventilation when they discussed the need for a window in the ark. I'm not sure our ancestors were particularly seafaring people. By all accounts, when they even tried to get wet, the sea parted, and they found themselves on dry land, or else they were swallowed by a whale and then spat out on dry land. To understand the window, we have to understand an earlier remark in the Torah portion. The Hebrew phrase bedorotav describes Noah as a particularly righteous man in his generation. The beginning of the Torah portion describes Noah as the most righteous man in his generation. Not a righteous man, period. Not a mensch or a fine example of a human being, just righteous compared to everyone else who was alive at that time. We don't know how Noah would stand up compared to anyone who's here this evening or joining us virtually. Just that compared to everyone else on earth at the same time as him, everybody except Noah and his immediate family were considered wicked and evil and a huge disappointment to God, and Noah was the most righteous. In fact, everything we know about Noah teaches us that he was not necessarily a moral exemplar by any objective standards, just that at the time God chose him to build the ark, he was the best by way of comparison. Noah himself had something to learn that our sages teach us necessitates that window. What does that mean? If there were no window, Noah could conceivably lock himself inside the sealed ark and wait for it to settle on dry land before ever opening it up again. Could have remained blind to everything going on outside the ark, and perhaps he was a bit inclined to. Aren't we all? It's human to want to tune out the news, or at least only hear good news, right? So, especially these days, right? So God told him to put a window in so he could see the flood and the destruction and the human suffering. Why? Those people were not such good people after all, but they were human, created in the image of the divine. Just like we believe every human being is created. And so they were worthy, even though they were dying in the flood, they were worthy of compassion. But if we close our eyes and refuse to see it, it makes it easier to turn off our compassion center in our brain. The Hebrew word for compassion is rachamim. Some people argue that is what happens to, say, bullies. Since the time I graduated high school, there's been a lot of discussion about bullies, even in colleges. A lot of discussion in the news, in school assemblies, on talk shows, in homes about bullies. It's a discussion worth having, since in the 21st century, technology has added an entire new dimension to how a person can be a bully, making it perhaps worse than ever. Bullies may have a defect in their compassion, rachamim. The rachamim centers located in the brain and in the heart, but beginning with your eyes. Their ability to see that people suffer, sometimes because of them, is disabled, as if they live in an ark with no windows. They are partially blind. And the worst thing about it is that bullies suffer from a contagious kind of blindness. I was, for the most part, when I was growing up, a pretty sensitive kid, as I recall. But the thing I remember learning from getting bullied by someone else was how to be a bully. I'm not proud of it, and I don't blame the bullies. It's maybe a little bit part of our human nature. I'm responsible for any of the bad I've done and trying to make amends and make some good out of it. And again, when the internet became big, I actually searched for a classmate from way before the internet existed. Someone I was maybe not as kind as I could have been to. And I emailed him a lengthy apology and asking what I could do to make amends. He graciously accepted my apology, told me it was forgotten anyway, and he let me know a favorite family charity that I could donate to in memory of his dad, who was a particularly nice guy, as I remember. That's the good news amidst all the bad news about bullies, that while they are spreading perhaps with the internet, that while the internet has made new ways to bully possible, and while it is contagious and everyone is susceptible, it's also curable. Judaism celebrates that being a bully or blind to the needs of others or lacking compassion is a condition that is treatable even with lessons of Torah. We follow Noah's example. He was considered righteous, but nevertheless, even he had work to do. God designed his voyage in the ark to give him a chance to open his eyes and make sure that the man who walked out of the ark was a better man than the one who went in. And so he gave him a window. We all have a window, if we use it. Not literally our eyes, but the compassion centers in our hearts and our minds that open our eyes to others' suffering, that teach us not to be bullies, and teach us to teach others not to be bullies. I made a a pledge a long time ago on my Facebook page, one that I'll reiterate here, that if anyone who reads my words is being bullied, especially a student, but anyone, that I will personally assist them in standing up to the bullies and make sure that things get better for them, and I assure them that life does get better. The playground, later on the student lounge, the classroom can be good preparation for life, but they can also be a little tricky to navigate sometimes. Anywhere from tricky to navigate to even rough for some kids. We can cure that. We can be the voice for a young person who isn't treated fairly. And we can, by example, by being more compassionate in our lives, by learning what Noah had to learn the hard way, and teaching that, what we learn, to others. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Okay, we move now to the closing prayers in our service, beginning with Aleinu on page 282/586 in the middle of the page. And Mark, I'll need your help as we rise and open the ark for Aleinu, again in the middle of the page. Ian's not here today. You're on. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol l'teit yedula liyotzeh bereshit shelo asanu kigoyei haratzot v'lehosamanu k'mishpachot adama shelo samchalkinu kahen v'gor aleinu kechol ha'olam v'anachnu korim Umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malkei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. You may be seated. Thank you. Page 287/591. V'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol ha'aretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemaho Page 290/594. Why should I wish to see God better than this day? I see something of God in each hour of the 24 and each moment then. In the faces of men and women, I see God, and in my own face, in the glass, I find letters from God dropped on the street, and everyone is signed by God's name, and I leave them where they are, for I know that wherever so I go, others will punctually come forever and ever. As we turn now to memory, we continue with our congregational memorial list, beginning with those who died in the past year. We remember Hazel Holly, Betty Hurwitz, Mary Bennett, Tammy Adams, Les Eastet, and Nancy Carlin. And extend condolences to Natalie on the loss of your aunt. We add to their names the names of those whose yard site we commemorate. By the way, I think this was my first time. I ran all these names by all our yard site boards. I didn't find any of them on our yard site boards. Nevertheless, if you hear a name of a loved one, we invite you to rise in recognition of your loved one. We remember Ruth C. Barker, Nora Bernstein, Aaron Bernstein, Nettie Siegel Brensley, Rose Marcus Buxbaum, Donald Estep Sr., Larry W. Gold, Mildred Routman Golden, Paul Jennings, Bessie Cartman, Irving Lang, Sam Lieberman, Eli Lilienstein, Ira Lowe, Marge Lowenstein, Zora McCormack, Selma Ann Oberman, Eloise Faith Wexman Reimer, Lee Routman, Myrna Schoenberg, Carol Walden, Helen Warner, and John Woods. And we invite anyone who would like to add a name to also rise and share the name of a loved one who died recently or whose yahrzeit you're commemorating. Remembering all of them, we rise together in solidarity and turn to the Mourner's Kaddish on page 294/598, praying together. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'alma divrach yirateh v'yadlif malchuteh, v'chayecho v'yomechon v'chayedecho beit Yisrael, b'agalav v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam v'olmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei v'kudishah Rivhu, Le'ela Minkol Birchata V'Shirata, Tushbechata V'Nechamata, Damiram B'Alma V'Imru Amen. Yehei Shalom Rabba Min Shemaya, V'Chayim Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael V'Imru Amen. V'Seh Shalom B'Mrama, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael V'Imru Amen. Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be for blessing, and together let us say, Amen. You may be seated. Okay, so a few things about what's coming up for Temple Breathe Shalom and the community. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. we'll have Torah study. Sunday, here at noon, is a sisterhood luncheon and speaker. The speaker is an old college friend of mine, Bridget Leahy, who was a past director of our local Planned Parenthood. And that reminds me of Election Day, November 5th, if you haven't already voted. I voted earlier this week. I could go on less than a lunch hour, more of like a snack hour, and drive just downtown here and vote. The hardest part about it was actually finding parking, but even that wasn't too hard. So, and I imagine that you can do that again on Monday before Election Day on Tuesday if you prefer. But confirm that online before you go on Monday and then find out I might have been wrong. Okay, so we'll have Torah study every Saturday at 10 a.m. Monday on November 11th, the office will be closed for Veterans Day. Is there any other announcements? Thank you to our candlelighters who are also helpers with our Oneg Shabbat that we'll all go enjoy downstairs after our service. So we have a closing song now on page 321/625. Adon Olam. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra li'et nasa b'chefso kol azai melech shemo nikra v'yacharei kiflot hakol levado yimloch nora v'hu haya והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא אחד ואין שני, להמשיל לו להכבירה, בלי ראשית, בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמשרה, והוא אלי וחי גואלי, בצור חבלי בצרה, והוא ניסי ומנוס לי, ונקוסי ביום אקרא, בידו אפקיד רוחי, בהייתי שם ואירע, ועם רוחי גבייתי, אדוני לי ולא יירא. Shabbat Shalom. Come join us downstairs.